talk to business people, you begin to find these interesting stories, and you know that they're involved in their neighborhoods, they're involved in their schools, nonprofits, they're letting their employees have time off from work to do things. That idea has been kicking around for a long time. And through our Northern Colorado Prospers campaign, we said it's time to do something about it. It's time for us to actually take that idea of business's contribution to the community and turn it into a campaign, turn it into a message. And so that got us to Bringing Business Home. It was interesting because what we were trying to understand is how people felt about business. So they did the 300 Intercept interviews, and not surprising, people feel really good about business in general, particularly small companies. That really gave us heart that if we could figure out a way to tell that story in a compelling, meaningful way, it would resonate with people. They often do these things because it's close to their heart. It's something that's meaningful for them. It's meaningful for their company. It's meaningful for their family or their employees. But how do you tell that story in a way? Because people aren't doing these things because they want credit for it. They're doing it because it's meaningful to them. It's been interesting to sit down and talk to some of these folks and begin to ask them if they would tell their stories with us online and through the media and through the various avenues that we're using in this campaign. So it's been fun to do that, and everybody has a story. Part of the message in the Bringing Business Home campaign is to help people understand this connection between economic viability and quality of life. If you have a strong local economy, you can pay for these public amenities that we all like. It's good schools, it's parks, it's open space, all of those sorts of public amenities that mean something to all of us in different ways. We sometimes forget that connection. We want to go over and we want to talk about all the public this and that, but if you don't have the economic base to pay for that, you'll never get to those sorts of things. So it's a very subtle and nuanced message. It's not a big part of the campaign in terms of in people's face around that. We don't need to be there. We just need to keep emphasizing business matters, and when business is successful, we have a strong local economy, and consequently we're able to pay for these wonderful quality of life amenities that communities of ours typically can't afford. At least not a community of our size. So there's an inextricable connection between economic vitality and a good quality of life. Thank you for all that you do to bring business home.